are Dotson. You can call me Rashid. Thanks for being here with another live stream. First, let me check if you can hear me and see me clearly. Hold on. Why can't it? All right, my bad. Let me go back to the settings. The camera has to be. Oh, it's my bad. The back side. Okay. Can you all hear and see the whiteboard clearly? All right. Can you hear and see me clearly? Let me know in the live chat, please. Let me know. So I'm standing here well. Okay. You can hear and see me clearly? Okay, that's good. So I can begin. Now, the title of this live stream, Sexual Quality Matters. No, I'm not going to talk about dick size and body counts. Body count maybe, but I'm not going to talk about this is not a dirty talk live stream, okay? It's just anthropological, scientific, and spiritual live stream to explain to you the spiritual science behind sexuality. So we're going to start with what happens during sexual intercourse. Now, I'm not talking about you taking off your clothes, doing foreplay, and put the man puts a dick in the vagina. We know that's the standard thing that happens. But what actually happens surrounding it? That's what we're going to talk about now. And I'm going to explain to you why. Again, can you all hear me clearly? If the sound is a bit low, please reload your browser, please. Hold on. Because I'm checking it on my own phone now, as you can see. And the sound is not low at all. No. So check your browser, please. Okay, just to confirm, everyone can hear me clearly, correct? Let me know, please, quite important. Okay, let me see. Okay, that's good. Now, let me put this off, so let's continue. Adam, okay? When God made Adam, he formed the human body out of dirt. God spoke, and the sound God spoke became living sound. It was magnetized sound that became alive and entered the body of dirt. And that became the living being Adam. So Adam is living magnetized sound. So human males are living magnetized sounds, what we are. We're a living magnetized sound in these bodies of dirt, okay? And these bodies of dirt have their needs. We need to sleep, we need to have enough water, we need to have proper nutrients, we need to exercise. That's all clear, okay? So you have the human body, which is an extension of yours, extension of you. The man has the soul inside, which is in the chest. The soul is the energetic center of yours, the rest, your mind, your emotions are. So the soul's in the chest, right over here. And from the soul, the male has a blue flame that's a burning all over him, covering the body. And then you have the energy, within that you have the energy field that ends in like a sphere around the male, okay? So you have the energy skin, which is the end of the energy field. You have the soul within, and then you have the blue flame all over the over the man's body. Okay, and the blue flame is a sex drive or the life source. Called life source, or sometimes called the life force of a man. Is what a sex drive is. So the sex drive is what keeps the man going, if you can get me well. All right. The blue flame or the sex drive is determined by the quality of the soul, so the emotional and mental state of that man. So every human male ought to have a Christ-centered sexual focus. Christ-centered means you're living at God's expense. You realize that as a creature, you can't sustain yourself by your own strength. You need the provision of Heavenly Father. You live at God's expense. You don't attempt to live by your own expense, by your own cost, by your own strength. You realize you're not God. You're not the ultimate man. He is, so you rely on Him for your sustaining of your existence. That's being Christ-centered. Every human male ought to have a Christ-centered focus, because that means you're realistic about what you are and what you're not. You embrace and accept all your human vulnerabilities, because that's what it means to be sexually healthy. You embrace your vulnerability fully, you rejoice in it, and despite that, as a man, you want to be active for your community. That's a Christ-centered sexual focus. That's the focus every human male should have. Unfortunately, it's not the norm in the world, because most people don't even serve Heavenly Father, but just so you know. So, when a man has sexual intercourse, he is discharging on two levels. Energetically, he gives off electromagnetic charges to the one that he has having intercourse with. And this causes an emotional stamp on the woman's energy field. And then you have the physical discharge, that is the semen, which when it's inside the woman, it causes physical attachment on the woman's insides. Well, if you use a condom, this physical attachment the effect will be less, because there's no actual body contact with the semen. Now, a condom is effective in preventing pregnancy. There are other ways to prevent pregnancy, okay, that are more natural. For example, in a woman's cycle, there's certain days that she's fertile, then you have the ovulation, and the days she's not fertile. In those not fertile days, you have sex with her, it's very unlikely she'll get pregnant. So there's not a way to do natural birth control. That's how they used to do it in the past. Women used to be aware of the cycle and feel their bodies and know when to have sex and without any risk for pregnancy. But anyway, when you use a condom, the physical attachment part is going to be of less effect, because there's no actual physical contact with the semen, with the DNA then. But that's the physical part. The energetic part is this electromagnetic charge being dropped into the female. That's a sexual transfusion. I made a live stream about it too. Okay? So a man, when it comes to sexual intercourse, it always discharges both physically as well as electromagnetically. All right? And again, the quality of the soul matters. That's a male. And okay, let me see the live chat over here. And from the men come, there are two types. When it comes to the sex drive, two types of men on the earth. You have the men with a common sex drive. Those are the men who can only be sexually with one woman. Okay, there's a difference between having sex with a woman and being sexually with a woman. Okay, if a guy goes to a club and he sees a woman that he thinks is hot, he puts on a condom and has sex and has intercourse with her, and he leaves. Okay, if he does that once, okay, he did. He just has a higher body count now. He just has sex with a woman, but he's not sexually with her. If he has sex with her for the second time, then his system as a man develops a connection with her. From that point on, he can't just leave her like that. It's going to have consequences on him. But the one-time intercourse, just like that, he can do it free of charge. Hold on. Wrong door. Someone called the wrong door, but anyway. So understand. First time free of charge, you can do that unless he impregnates her. But you get what I mean. After the second intercourse, there's a bond. Okay? That's how it works with men. So sexually being with a woman means the intercourse has repeated itself and now there's a bond. Just having sex just one time, okay, that's different. Any man can just have sex with a woman, physically speaking. But after more than one time, you're actually being with a woman. Most men have a common sex drive. That means, as I try to draw it over here for you, let me go a bit closer for you. Hold on. Okay? For most men, their blue flame only covers a little portion above their human body. Okay? And then the rest is a bit kind of energy pop to the end of the energy field. That's the man with a common drive. They can only be sexually with one woman. If they want to be sexually with more than one woman, they crash mentally, emotionally, also physically. They can't do it. That's over 95% of men out there. is one of the overwhelming majority of the male population. You have a very small percentage of the male population who have this high sex drive. A high sex drive simply means they are built to do more than the common man, and that also implies they're able to be sexually more than one woman. Does that mean that they cannot have mental, emotional consequences if the relationships are toxic? Absolutely, they can. So it means they're able to. Not all of them do, they're able to. These are called polygynous men. They have a high sex drive. A high sex drive is not something you choose or you can turn off or turn off. It's something selected by God and Father. Men with a high sex drive, they're there to contribute to population stability, to make sure that if there are more women than men in the community, that none of the women end up by themselves. They contribute to economic expansion, and they also contribute to cultural dominance of a culture. So high sex drive men, they don't choose for it. God decides at conception which man has a high drive, which one is just common. Okay? So if you're a common man, don't even try to be this. If you're this, learn how to deal with high sex drive in a constructive way, please. Don't try to force to be this if you're not like that. Thank you. Okay? Okay, good. So that is Adam. Okay? Before I continue, is all of this clear to you? Let me know now. Let me know now. I'm going to do the other chat. If you have questions about this right now, please ask it. Okay, I'll wait for 1 minute. If there are no questions, I'm going to clear this out. I'm going to talk about the woman. Okay? Okay, it's all clear. So let me go quickly. Okay. Let me go to the female. Don't watch my drawing skills. I'm drawing very quickly for you all. Okay. Here's the woman. Here's Eve. There's a soul. Energy, skin. And then this should be blue, by the way, but now I'm going to use red just for illustration. Okay, hold on. These are energy layers. Yes. All right, you can all see this? Okay, let me go closer. My bad. Okay, I'm closer now, so you should be able to see this. Hold on. There's Eve. She's energized sound. Okay, and with her, okay, this is the woman, okay? The woman is energized sound, okay? She's not magnetic sound like the man. So her magnetism comes from the man, okay? This is the natural lack of women. The natural lack of women is that they have zero magnetism. They need to get it from the men. So every woman has a natural lack. This natural lack is their feminine insecurity, which is healthy. You hear me? So as a woman, you have a natural lack because you're not magnetically built. You get your magnetism from the male, so that's your feminine insecurity, which is healthy. Okay? Now, sometimes feminine insecurity tends to become toxic, but that is when women become overly needy beyond their design. Okay? So I want all women who are watching this, repeat, my feminine insecurity is healthy. Repeat it in the live chat. My feminine insecurity is healthy. There's nothing wrong with your feminine insecurity. It's how you're built. Okay. So, there's the soul, where that is the emotional, this mental center. That's the soul, just like with a man. But instead of a flame, you have layers. You have electric layers of neediness over you. Okay? And these electric layers, they spring like a spiral from your soul. Okay? So the emotional part with a woman extends all the way in her energy field. You get me? The emotional part of the woman extends all the way in the energy field to layers of neediness. So, and with women, when it comes to neediness, there are two types. Okay, hold on. Let me draw this very quickly for you. Okay. By the way, if you have questions in between, please ask them, okay? I'm here for you all. Okay, this is a common hierarchies. Okay, understand this. With women, when it comes to urges, there are two types. Okay, let me go up. Okay, you can see that. Hold on. You have women with common urges. By the way, all women are built monogamous. There's no woman who is polyandry or polygamy for women does not exist. All women are monogamous. Because they're built to only handle one male sex partner. But here's what you need to understand. The sex urges isn't just about physical intercourse. Because you have the public urge for public praise. There's also part of our sex urge. That's why women like to decorate, dress up, do all of that. That's the public urge every woman has. Then you have the, how to say, the physical urge. That's for intercourse. Only be for one man. Okay? So every woman, when it comes to the sexual urges, you have a public urge that has to do with the public praise. And then you have the physical urge, which is only for intercourse, which is only bound for one man. Okay? Okay, so all women are built monogamous. Every woman. No woman is built to have more than one male sex partner. They're not built to handle that. Okay? So what's the difference between common urges and high urges? A woman with common urges, it's just, yeah, you just have a common role in the community. Okay, let me write this with blue. I think it's better. Women with common urges are just everyday women. Just common. Women with high urges have an explicit role in the community. And that explicit role is to be feminine role models for the entire community. Okay. So they have a molding role. Okay, let me go back. Let me go back so you all can see it. So understand, women with common sex urges are just everyday women. They don't have a high demand for sex. They're not the type of women that can't sit still and all that. But women with high urges, they have an explicit role to be feminine role models for the entire community. They have a molding role. These are type of women who tend to be on the forefront in the community, and other women tend to model after them. So amongst the female population, you have a few women. They may be around similar, like 5% of the population, maybe, or less. This one is 95% or more. So a very tiny minority of the women are installed by their father with high sexual urges. They are the women who look for the most ambitious men around, and they force those ambitious men to benefit the community. So they keep the men of high potential in check. So women with high sexual urges, they're built to keep the men of high potential in check. And they mold the rest of the women in the community to be feminine and stable. That's the difference between women with high sexual urges, those with common sexual urges. Now, most women only have common sexual urges. That's how it should be. Very tiny percent designed by God have high sexual urges, and as means to benefit the community. So a high sexual urge does not mean that the woman just has to jump on dicks all the time. No. If she has the urge to jump on dicks all the time, different dicks here and there, that means she's not in the right mind. That's sexual looseness. That's being loose. A high sexual urge means she has a high public urge. She wants to be seen and praised, which is not narcissistic, which is perfectly fine. But a deep urge for praise must be used to benefit the community. And she needs to have a man that's highly ambitious so she can drain the man's ambition towards the community. Not drain the man and make the man poor or make the man broke, but to drain the man's ambition towards her community. Okay? These are type of women that tend to become queens, or they tend to become women who actually, during times of war, they kind of force peace with the other camp, all that. So these women are out there. They're made out there because they're built that way. Okay? Now in church, women like this tend to be forced to be like this, of common urges. Don't do that, because community needs women like this too. Just like you need men with high sex drives for community stability, you need women like this with a molding role. Okay? Before I continue, is this here clear to you? Let me know if this is clear to you right now. If there are any questions, let me know now too. Please. Is all clear? Because then I can wipe it out and I can actually continue with the next part. I'm just a half hour in, but I don't give you a lot of information, so I want to know, is this clear to you? But if there are any questions, ask them right now. Okay. So, ladies, if you're of common urge, accept it. Don't try to be of high urge. If you're of high urge, don't just spread your legs everywhere. Learn to be constructive with your high sexual urge, because your high sexual urge are beneficial community. Use them for a beneficial purpose, please. Thank you. Oh, and listen, a woman of high sexual urges, she doesn't fit just any man. She can't be with just any man because of how she's built. She should so consider that too. Hold on. No, I can put it right over there. So just come with me. When a woman has sexual intercourse, this is what happens. Okay, this is a woman. One draw very quickly, so don't pay attention to my drawing skills. When a woman has sexual intercourse, is her energy field. It's the soul. The strength she receives from the men, I mean the blue flame, it fills her up. The sex of the man, it kind of fires up the woman. The woman gets fired up. She gets heated up, okay? By the electromagnetic, so she gets magnetized by the man. Let's say like this, she's being magnetized. Okay? So This magnifies, it kind of gives her a boost emotionally, which also affects her physical body on a physical. In how God designed it, the woman will be walking around. I say this, the woman, she will walk around affecting the community with calmness. Feminine calmness. And when a woman has sexual intercourse with a man, and the man is of good quality, her energy field is fired up with a magnetic charge. Because listen, women are not magnetic. So she gets her magnetic charge from men. When she's fired up like that, she'll walk around for the next 2 days. It will leak out. She will release calmness everywhere she goes. Okay? This is how it's supposed to be. But what if the man she's having sex with is not of such a good quality? He's a bit stressed out, a bit debased. In this case, she'll be polluted by the man, but because she is blue, or let's say she's sexually healthy, it's not going to take 2 days, it will take like maybe, I'd say 2 or 3 hours. So 2 days is the norm, or it can be 2 hours. 2 days only when both are sexually healthy, and 2 hours is like it's only the woman is. You may ask right now, well, what if the woman is polluted and the man she has sex with is of good quality? In that case, she calms down, but she still drops pollution in the community. Okay? So if the woman is polluted because she's effed up in her head, and you have sex with her as a man, you can be good quality as a man. You will only calm her down, but you still will drop some pollution in the community, a little bit less. So you're only calming down her pollution. Well, look at this. If both the woman and the man are messed up and they have intercourse, oh Lord, let me show us what happened then. Hold on. Wait. Can you all see me? Okay, good. Okay. Here's the woman. Let's say she's of bad quality, and she feels completely messed up, you can see. After intercourse, for the next 8 hours, it's like 8 hours, not always like 8 hours, on 8 hours, she'll be dropping unrest on everyone else around her. Show me. Okay? This is both the woman, this man of low sexual quality. So understand this. Oh wait. So if a woman is of low sexual quality and she has sex with a man who also low sexual quality, after the intercourse, when she's out there going to the supermarket, visiting her friends, going to school, whatever she does, till 8 hours after the intercourse, after the sexual contact, she'll be dropping unrest and everyone around her. So you can be sitting at the bus station eating a snack. She sits next to you, and suddenly it's like your body malfunctions, you almost chokes on your foot. Or it can be that she's in the taxi, and you're the taxi driver, you're driving, and suddenly you forget where you're driving, almost hit the taxi somewhere. Why? Because she's dropping pollution that affects others in a negative way. So she's dropping unrest. So any woman of low sexual quality, and with a man of low sexual quality having intercourse, the community is fucked. The community has to deal with a lot of unrest being dropped on them. The woman will walk around everywhere she goes, she leaves unrest behind. Okay? That's why, since ancient times, every society has a prohibition of sexual looseness amongst women and women being sexually messed up. Now, of course, societies are ambivalent. They tolerate some women to be like that, but they don't want that to be the norm for women, because or else the whole community is doing unrest all the time. If the children are around, accidents can happen. So this is not a good thing. And if a woman like this becomes pregnant, the baby may end up deformed, or the baby may end up being born with health issues. So it's something quite serious. All right? But if the woman is of good quality, I'm going to show it right over here. Let's draw her over here. Hold on. If she, again, is a soul, that count she has in her feminine count, that count she has around is going to affect everyone she's around. 2 days, plus minus. It's not exactly 2 days, but it's around 2 days, or sometimes 44 or 43 hours, something like that. 2 days, you can say. So till 2 days after the sexual contact, everyone she's in contact with has this calmness affecting them. You feel calming around her. Now, issue is, in society, this calmness is often frowned upon. So people tend to resist women like this, even though this is God's design. Okay, but that's how the thought of society is acting. Okay. So this is a woman. Hold on. This woman plus man. Good sexual quality. Okay. So you can see the distinction over here. If this is holy, that's how it should be. This is filth, or you can call it evil. Look at this very well. When the woman and the man are of a good sexual quality, and there's intercourse, the man puts in his discharge, magnetic electric discharge in her, besides the physical semen. If it's of good quality, for the next 2 days, she just walk around. This happens. And if they have sex almost daily, she will be walking around almost all the time like this. Only when she has her periods that she can't have sex will she not have this. She'll be able to bring more down then because she has her periods. But apart from that, if she has continuous good sexual quality with a good man, that's holy. Okay? If the woman and the man are messed up, it's evil because it's filthy and it harms the community. Average for at least 8 hours, not that much, but still 8 hours are a lot. Okay? Why 8 hours here, 2 days? Because positive energy vibrates high, so it tends to last a bit longer. Negative energy tends to be low, so it tends to foam and stay stagnant. There's a third option that shouldn't even exist, but it does exist. Let me put it over here. Hold on. Hold on. I think so. Okay, energy field. It's like 2 hours, almost. Sometimes 3 hours. She'll be dropping a little. Is the woman healthy? Men, toxic, healthy quality, small doses of ease. Basically, she means a small dose of ease on the people around her. It's not going to be that much, but at least her good femininity has a hindering effect on the toxicity of the man. Unfortunately, this is common in the world. Women of good quality, but the man is of effort quality, and she kind of neutralizes it. This shouldn't be the case, but unfortunately often happens. All right. But eventually, this will harm the woman in the long run. Well, let me write it down. Oh. 6 months. So beyond 6 months, if this continues, it will be very harmful for the woman. Okay? Just so you know. I think a lot of you ladies have been through this. Should have happened, but it's the norm in the world almost. Some of you came from families who were like this. Okay, let me go back. Hold on. Okay. Just look at this for a while. And look at it for at least 1 minute. Let it soak into you and let me know if you have questions about this over here. Okay? Let me put it on the lights. Are there any questions about this? Let me know, please. Okay, Joanne has a question. Let me highlight it. Can demons detect a woman with high urges and do they intentionally push wrong types men at her? Yes, that often happens. Because demons cannot undo the high urge of the woman. They just want to subvert high urge in a destructive way. Oh, and by the way, the criminal world, especially human traffickers and pimps, they love women of high urges because they can misuse them and turn them into excellent prostitutes or strippers. Women of high urges, if their high urges are used the wrong way, they can be excellent prostitutes and strippers. Why? Because they can move on quickly from a sexual encounter, much quicker than a common woman. It will still harm them, but they're able to enjoy it more. So criminals know how to detect a woman of high urges very quickly. They got trainings to recognize such women. I want all of you ladies to be involved in this type of sexual affect. It's joyful for you, enjoyment for you, and it benefits your community. Everyone is happy. Your husband wins, you win. If you have children, they win. The whole community wins when you have intercourse together. So people will be happy with you having sex together because everyone benefits. Everyone is included. That's God's plan. This should be avoided at all costs. This is bad. And listen, this one is less worse than this one, but this one is bad too. But this one is the norm in the world, unfortunately, in many places. Because a lot of men are not of good quality sexually. You'll figure out a lot of men are not of a good sexual quality, due to laziness or due to not wanting to follow God's blueprint. All right. All right. Again, look at this well. Are there any questions about this? It's quite important. Are there any questions? Let me know right now. So understand this. Whether a woman's of high urge or common urge does not matter. The effects on her all the time. The thing is, a woman of high urge, there's something women of high urge of. There's something that often happens with them. They often don't realize when the quality they're getting is wrong. They don't realize it often. So with them, because they're built in a more needy way, they tend to be more tolerant of a bad sexual quality affecting them. So that's the thing. That's why women of high urge, they need extra care from the community because they are extra vulnerable to such things. A common woman will more likely just run away from men of bad sexual quality. Even though some of them, for culture's sake, or to get proof from the community, they'll put up with it. But look at this, ladies, and for you men. So if you walk around a woman and you get this strong calmness from her, and you know she's married, okay, you can have unbelieving men that have somewhat good quality to them. See what I mean? They're not fully of good quality, but they're somewhat good quality if they have a good attitude. But anyway, they know, okay, this is a sexual encounter that benefits community. You're around a woman and everything goes wrong around her, or ever she goes, people get tired or people get irritated or anxious, this will go on, likely. Any other case, it may be this thing over here. All right. So understand this. Getting laid and staying in the world is not for free. Okay? The wrong sexual encounter will harm you. Listen, I want to explain the following to you right now. I'm used to whiteboard too, so I'm going to wipe this out and continue. Okay, hold on. Let me get closer. This is the last part of teaching, by the way. What's a curse stick? A curse stick simply means a man who we should have a sexual encounter with because it's going to harm you. How does a man develop a curse stick? Either by like magic boosts. Yeah, you have warlocks or you have people going to warlocks or witch doctors get boosts for their penis. Some men do that. This demonic boost of their penis, it works, but you get a demon attached to your penis, or sometimes demons enter in your penis. No, demons decide what happens to your dick, so don't do that. Or, yes, sex with filthy with 50 or more filthy women within 3 years. If you have 50 polluted women, if you had sex with 50 different polluted women, 50 or more polluted women in less than 3 years, you have a curse stick, absolutely. Or it's by sodomite encounters, because you're not built for that. Can also be a reason why. Or negative self-talk. So a chronic negative self-talk can also cause your sexuality to decline. Okay? So sodomite encounters, I don't have to go into that. You know what it is. Chronic negative self-talk of a man can also cause a sexual decline. If he has sex with 50 or more polluted women in less than 3 years' time, he has a cursed dick, or if he does black magic boots. Okay? What it means is when a man like this enters you as a woman, the shocks he will give you will harm your nerve system, your immune system, and you will develop physical plagues in your body, and also emotional problems. You will get emotional mental problems get out of it. You become slow mentally also. So ladies, stay away from cursed dicks, please. I'm telling you. I also have the other part, the cursed vaginas. How does vaginas get cursed? Let me use a red for this one. They do pussy magic. That is the witchcraft. Yeah. Hold on. Witchcraft. Hold on. Yes, you have women who don't have social skills nor emotional intelligence, and they don't want to look at themselves and do the inner work to develop to develop social skills, nor to learn emotional intelligence. They just want things to happen by themselves. So they end up going to witch doctors or become witches themselves, doing pussy magic. So they use confusion oil, that is charmed oil, smeared in their vagina, do some chanting, and a demon enters the vagina, and a demon lives in their vagina, and demons decides which dicks enter. So when they see a guy and the guy is hot, they only have to focus on the guy, and the demon knows, okay, she wants sex with the guy, and the demon arranges everything. Or it also has the demon to control who she likes and doesn't like by dominating her emotionally. So a woman that does pussy magic, vagina is accursed. Okay, so guys, stay away from that one. Okay, another way to get a cursed vagina is to have 3 or more sex partners in 1 month. If in 1 month, so if within within one monthly cycle, one has 3 or more sex partners in just that one month, okay, vagina gets accursed. Okay, simple as that. Either gets also get accursed by a negative self-image. If a woman is so negative about herself, they also curse her vagina too. Another one is sodomite encounters. You know what I'm talking about, I don't have to explain that one. And this one is out of her control, that's a rape. But this one can be healed quickly. Okay, but just have to point that out. So these are the ways a vagina can be accursed. This one is out of her control most of the time. So this one is separate. But these are the ones she does on purpose towards herself. Sodomite encounters, or a chronic negative self-image. Chronic. Or she has 3 or more sex partners in the same month. That's a problem. Or she does pussy magic. And of course, if she gets another one is an encounter with a cursed dick. Okay? So how does a vagina gets cursed? This one is out of control, but it happens unfortunately rape. But apart from that, sodomite encounters, negative self-image, a chronic one, an encounter with a cursed dick, of course, 3 or more sex partners in 1 month, and doing pussy magic. So ladies, don't do this crap, please. I know it's popular, but don't do it. Okay? If as a man you enter this accursed vagina, your health goes backwards. You can have, and your immune system, nurses will be overwhelmed, and you'll develop all types of issues in your health later on. And you don't know what happened. That's why you have some men who are always tired, chronically tired. They think, oh, it's just work. They don't make a connection. Maybe it's the woman I'm sleeping with that's causing this to affect me. It happens. Some men develop diseases because of stress, and they can't figure out where all the stress comes from. There are men who don't even work that hard. They're men who are millionaires. Or maybe not millionaires, they are men with a lot of money. They don't even have that much financial stress. Some men don't even have financial stress at all, but they end up having all these issues and diseases. Well, it can be the woman they're sleeping with. So, ladies, watch out for cursed dicks. Guys, watch out for cursed vaginas, please. Okay. Someone had a question over here. Jen, does this happen to monogamous men who try to be polygamous? They become cursed? Absolutely. Because men who are monogamous, who attempt to be polygynous, something that's already designed, 9 out of 10 times they do black magic boosts. They go to witch doctors or they do black magic tricks themselves and they end up accursed. Simple as that. When women turn feministic, thinking we can act just like men, have sex wherever we want, they get accursed. Simple as that. Accursed simply means misfortune is haunting you. So this, you're haunted by misfortune. So it's not just the STDs you need to watch out for. There are far more risks you can be if you have a wrong sexual encounter. Oh, and many STDs also have a spiritual cause, but I will explain that in another video. Many STDs are the result of the negative quality of the human being that deforms their body on a microscopic level, and that causes malfunction, leads to STDs. And they transfer them to other people. Is it clear to you now why you have to avoid cursed dicks as a woman and cursed vaginas as a man? Is this clear onto you? And how vaginas get accursed and dicks get accursed? Is it clear to you? Let me know in the live chat. So, okay, I'm going to wipe this out. Okay, one more thing very quickly, and then I'm going to quit the live stream. Okay? This is a man, okay? I'll give both a male and a female example, don't worry. This is a man, okay? Big male body. Is a man. Okay, listen. Energy field, soul, sex drive, absolutely. Listen. If a woman is pinging you, let's say you have a woman over here, and she's of good quality, okay? Let's have a good quality woman right over here. And she's pinging, so she's giving off these red shocks that she longs for sexual or just common affection. When she pings you, that ping is going to produce euphoria. You're going to feel quite good. And then you check where this comes from. That is a healthy ping. Okay, let me go over here. If a woman's of bad quality, let's put her over here. And she pings. It's going like being attacked. It's going to cause wounds in your energy field as a man. It's a dirty thing. And this will also have enormous effect on your liver, your stomach, and your intestines. Intestines and also the nerves in your head. So all the men over here, listen. When a woman is of good quality and she's pinging, it means she longs for sexual affection or just sexual attention. Okay? It's just good quality and it hits you, it's going to give you euphoria, you're going to feel good. If she's a low quality woman,
It's going to be a dirty pain. You're going to feel wounded, like someone is stabbing you. You may even get some complaints in your stomach, your liver, or even all the way in the nerves in your head. So pay attention to symptoms and look around you. Maybe there's a woman that's polluted nearby. Your male body is built by God to detect any good quality of woman. So if a woman is not of a good quality, your body will pick it up. So guys, stop consuming that much alcohol and weaken your body. Let your body be healthy and stable so you can pick up spiritual symptoms, please. Thank you.
Okay. Now with the woman. Okay. There's a woman over here, the energy field. Of course, the soul is over here and the layers of neediness. If a guy over here is positive and he has a sexual focus on there, it's going to just sexual occupation.
So a man of good sexual quality, if you have a strong sexual focus on a woman, intensely on a psycho level, it will dominate the woman from the top of her energy field, go down, and he has sexually occupied her. So this woman ends up being sexually open to this man. She doesn't even know why. This is natural for this to happen.
If the man is of low quality, look over here. He can also sexually occupy a woman, but the occupation is going to be low. It's going to be like a hinder or weight on a woman, or it can cause out of control euphoria.
So if a man of low quality,
high or good quality.
if a man of low quality has sexual focus on you as a woman, it's going to weigh you down in your energy field, and you will feel this in your body.
You'll be fatigue. You experience a lot of fatigue or insomnia, or you can develop eating plus sleeping disorders.
So fatigue, insomnia, or eating or sleeping disorders can be effects caused by a negative sexual occupation. You see what I mean? By a low quality man. Good news is you can easily shake off this sexual occupation very quickly. So if you feel this sexual pull towards a man and it kind of makes you feel dirty or anxious, or maybe instead of anxious, you have this out of control euphoria, you feel so horny, it's like you can't stop feeling horny, that it means that it demands of low quality. Because it's putting an extra push on your lower frequencies. You should shake it off because this is not worth it. If the man's of good quality, you are going to feel happy, relaxed, and if you have a longing for sex, it's going to be an exciting longing, not this intense out of control longing. See what I mean? So ladies, is this clear onto you? Let me know, please. Yes, this one portion that means being unequally yoked. Absolutely. You're right, Roxy. Well, what happens when the field continues to have sex multiple times? Will the time he then be extended? What do you mean if a man is sexually polluted and keeps having sex, he keeps spreading the pollution? That's true. If a woman is sexually polluted and she keeps having sex, that's the case, she'll be even more and more polluted. She'll become like a time bomb eventually. Okay, ladies, is this clear on to you? Let me know. Okay, let me just put the camera a bit over here. Okay, I made this live stream to benefit you. It's a sensitive topic. I know sexuality always is. Listen, I'm specialized in this. I know how this works, so I'm teaching you this. Listen, sexual encounters are never for free. Even the one time you can have sex with a woman as a man and not have any connection, even that can be risky, if you get what I mean. Sexual encounters are never for free, ever. They were not designed for free and they never will be free. So free sex does not exist. It always has an effect on you and other people. Other people, not just influence your sex, also the community around you, always affect the community with your sexual activity. So you owe the community to be sexually healthy and to be constructive sexually. You owe that to the community. The community also owes it towards you to be sexually constructive. It's not just you have a sexual constructive, they have a sexual constructive towards you too. Okay? As a species, our sexuality is our core of how God designed us. If that doesn't work well, we're all doomed. Okay? So, listen to this teaching, replay it, watch our other stories about this. Agree with Christ, the man, the ultimate man who is our Lord, our sex owner. Obey him and his blueprint. When you follow his guidelines, it means his law, statutes, commandments are for your benefit. Everything will go well with you and with your community, and everyone is happy. Okay? So, I'm going to give you the chance to ask questions now for the last time. Are there any questions about this topic? Let me know right now. I need to charge his phone. Any questions? If there are no questions, I'm going to close down the live stream because I'm going to make some phone calls. I was in a phone call when someone mentioned she can do a live stream about this, so I thought, okay, let me do it. So I'm going to finish the phone call very soon, but let me know. Is everything clear now for you? Or are there any questions? Please answer right now. Okay, I'll wait for 30 seconds. If in 30 seconds I get nothing, I'll close down the live stream. In the charges phone. That is good. You know what? I'm going to close the live stream. Thank you for being here. Pay attention to the stream. Meditate on it. Put it into practice. Thank you for being here. And I hope you all bless your community with good sexual activity. That's it for now. A great Christ and be at peace. Shalom.